Yes, we are started.
It's reminding me of soccer now.
You mean Nazi?
Welcome to the Gundam panel! Today we're going to talk about men fighting giant robots, space, and colonies, blah blah blah. We're just trying to wrap this up so this whole thing will play for a second. Listen to that awesome video. 70s robot anime.
What?
Jumping rope.
Okay, so let's
Go to White Beach,
ourselves.
get
I'm Double
bitches,
J,
get
and this
sweat.
is my partner in crime, Tony Cordero.
What's up?
So,
I'm an Alicorn princess, by the way.
Alright.
If anyone didn't know.
Sounds legit.
Seems legit.
pretty much, everyone here loves Gundam, right?
No! Transformers!
Get out.
Hey.
No good job.
Go box!
No good.
Alright, so before we go into the panel, we have a top secret video that explains exactly what Gundams are, who is who, and how exactly the Gundam universe works.
This is Johnny Q, main character. He's just your average, angst-ridden teenage boy. I have a traumatic past. Except, he has a giant robot, and it has lasers and missiles and lightsabers and explosions and fire and death and rah!
Explosion.
Anyway, he must use this seizure-inducing machine to save the world, and/or space colonies.
But to do so, he has to get through me, the conflicted villain who also serves as his main rival. Also, I have a cool mask. Hey, wait a second, you're just copying me. No, you're copying me. No, both of you are copying me. No, all of you are copying me.
And don't forget the yaoi fangirl bait. Wait, what yaoi fangirl? Oh, wait, there it is.
Shining Finger! What? Come on! It's a perfectly legitimate attack name. Quit laughing.
Oh, Jesus, guys, you better do what he says, or he might hit us with his glowing toe. He's gonna get us with his radiating nose.
You know what? Screw you guys.
Well, you guys have fun? We're done.
That's a great one.
That's it.
First panel of the day. So,
Best
on to
$5 I
our
spent.
room. Now we move on to why Gundam was so awesome.
Oh, there's a third floor?
A what?
Yes. You didn't see
Gundam,
it outside? No. The third floor that was above you? Like another railing and everything?
Yeah, that was decoration.
what Gundam did around the time in Japan, this came out in the 70s. In
That's
Japan,
ridiculous.
when they had giant robots, most of it's like they're fighting monsters. They just do ridiculous things, like pull up a moon. But when it came to Gundam, it actually brought a lot to the table. It launched the real robot genre of giant robot animes.
What does that mean? Well, how was Real Robot different from robots before, JJ?
Well, super robots are like, how should I put this? Gurren Lagann.
Oh, Gundam?
Well, Gundam, pretty much, they made the giant robots war machines utilized by soldiers in different armies, and they always had to be constantly maintained and repaired, and they couldn't do broken shit that they do.
So you're saying there's a bit more realism in the Real Robot era, which is what Gundam brought.
Yeah,
How do you know?
yeah, just
Kind of like going from Superman to Goku. Goku can actually bleed and die.
Yeah.
Well, die-ish.
Gundam Goku.
It's a healing coma.
At least it's not a sleeping bullet.
Anyway, and it also told a excellent narrative where it's not just, oh, it's your standard good guys and we don't care about the bad guys. No, it actually talks about the story from both perspectives of war. And so forth and so forth.
Wait, so the good guys had like reasons and feelings?
Yeah, pretty much. And some of the bad guys
So it
too.
takes 5
Do they
minutes
have
to
live
actually blow up
journal?
the planet?
Wait, did they have what?
Go ahead.
No, does it take 5 minutes to blow up the planet? Or
No,
is
it takes
No.
longer. It always takes more than
50
5 minutes to
episodes
blow
then?
up a plane.
Okay, cool.
It takes 30 episodes to decide they want to blow up a colony or not.
It's a little too short.
And then we move on to our not so average protagonist. So usually our Gundam protagonist would be a 15-year-old boy, as the summary just explained, or it can also,
A girl?
like Domo here, he's like, what was he, in his
He was late 20s.
Yeah, late 20s. Yeah, there are some exceptions.
Yeah,
And then,
mostly you have to be Jedi Padawan age in order to appropriately operate a Gundam.
Yeah.
also, and some characters, usually they start off as a civilian, and then there are also some unique ones where they're already affiliated with the Army, and they're just already enlisted.
8th MS team?
At 14.
8th MS team. So, yeah, and some can add like, oh, let me make this note now to any innovators or new types or coordinators in the room, please keep your extrasensory powers down to bare minimum, because we really wouldn't appreciate if you start predicting the future of what's going to happen in this panel. So, yeah.
Everybody's dies.
Someone just gets up, this panel's going to start.
bonus.
And then we move to
Gonna be at the Sengoku panel.
Masked Rivals.
Not Masked Rider?
Damn it.
Yeah, so we have always our masked protagonists with their own personal colors, and let's go through. We have Char, the most famous one, who started
Red Comet,
being the original masked rival, and there's his, not related to Char in any way, but he's his ghost apparently. And then we have
Kanye West, Daft Punk, a Mexican wrestler, a couple ninjas.
Look at this guy. This guy's not even wearing a mask. It's giant sunglasses.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Pickup in a couple of years.
Alchemist piloted a Gundam at one point.
See, and then we have this guy. We all knew who he was. Saying that he,
Secret.
Nobody would know my
Right.
thing. It's almost as bad as the Green Lantern mask.
And then let's see. We also have our dying love interest.
Spoilers, by the way.
It's pretty much the love interest of our heroes and blah blah blah. They get caught in between. Sometimes there's a triangle that goes on.
I have a vagina. Oh.
All flirting is flirting with death. Is that the dying?
Yeah,
No, that's just, I love her.
She turns me on. I don't have to drop a gun.
And then let's talk about Haro.
Yay.
So famous that he actually has become the mascot of Sunrise. See, there he is right there.
For real?
And also, this thing is so amazing that it can actually pilot a Gundam on its own. You don't need human beings, you just need this thing.
So why don't they just make a show about that?
Actually, that Haro Gundam?
Yeah.
Because you can't ship a machine.
Put a machine in machine to pilot the machine. Deal dog.
What's my favorite picture about this? The machine doesn't have a sex drive.
Aw. Maybe put it out next year. That's the new Gundam series.
Like, God damn it, John.
He done this a Pokeball.
I will call you right afterwards. Yeah.
Let's see, and I think that covers that section.
Gundam
So let's
iPod.
talk about
Nothing left too
history.
much.
Wow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
pretty much we're just going to talk everything that we have West Side in America. Yeah.
Kind of like what I did, my man.
Yeah, so let's start off with what everyone knows and what we first got in the States. Gundam Wing! Yeah. Beautiful boys in the battlefield.
That was the first one, right?
Yep.
Really? Really?
For us, yes.
We're playing this game today, aren't we?
This is the original series.
Gundam Wing, the
So
Gundam Z, and the
it
Gundam
is,
GT.
After Colony 195, pretty much there are 5 teenage
With
students
attitude.
or whatever who are given prototype mobile suits to defeat this evil organization that plans to take over the world. Where have I heard that before? Maybe something from the 80s? I'm not sure. But yeah, and apparently these are legendary mobile suits called Gundams that pretty much can own everything, unless if they're going up against another Gundam.
So broken.
So let's see.
For now.
Let's look at our protagonists here. We have Hero, who's the title badass.
Is he a hero?
Hero the hero, yes.
Yeah.
Hero the badass hero.
He doesn't have a half shell.
They're not. And then let's see, we have Duo, which is a fangirl favorite.
Yeah, we made
I
2.
guess. And then we have Troa, who is not as
They're named after
badass.
numbers.
Yeah, we made 3.
We have, I'm sorry, but he's,
Yeah, we made 1.
he's the pussy of the group.
Yeah, we
I'm
made
sorry.
4.
No one loves him.
Except,
Have you been on fanfiction.net? He's really
and
popular.
then
For the
Wolfgang.
butt.
Then we have Wolfgang. He's just the angry one.
I love that
He should
guy.
have been black.
Probably the best one.
At the end of like the beginning of the series, there's an episode that ends with him just like yelling at a bunch of hyenas, and they all run away, and then he just screams to the moon. I'm just like,
Does anyone else notice that these Japanese and Asian shows like to have a token Asian?
Yes.
story.
I think that's the most broken thing ever.
Everything was fine. So yeah, they all fight. Blah, blah, blah.
Come on in, Tuxedo Mask.
Serena. I'm waiting for the Sailor Moon cosplayer to just walk in at any time. And,
All the Seal Scouts.
Yeah.
What
All eyes over there.
The tuxedo mask pilot is
Sailor
Gundam.
dub that you did.
Oh, that become the roast. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
So, this was hugely popular, and this launched. Yeah.
Surprised nobody's done that.
And then, in order to make Gundam more popular than what it already was, we got a movie.
Yup.
And
the
disease, like I said.
Where pretty much they made the Gundams more badass than ever. And in order to launch more model kits, they completely redesigned all the Gundams entirely.
Endless retcon.
Profit.
And Sandrock actually looked badass. I'm a little.
That one was actually
It
useful.
was painted blue. That's all. And it got a cloak. That's all it got.
That's all you need.
Let's see, and then all the Gundam, let's go through the redesigns of the Gundam, shall we? Let's see, Wing Zero became an angel.
Yeah.
Death Scythe became a Shinigami.
Yeah.
Let's see, Heavy Arms became...
Heavier arms.
Forearms.
And Nataku became...
Shenron.
It was
Shenron.
Nataku.
Yeah, Dragon Shenron.
And
Dragon
actually,
Ball.
now that I think of it, all the Gundams did lose something. Like Wing Zero, it couldn't transform anymore. Death Scythe lost that cool Buster Shield he had.
Yeah.
Nataku lost the beam cannon that was on its back.
Didn't need it. It had a
Yeah, stretchy arms.
had a stretchy
It
tail.
always had the
Like,
stretchy arms. In the television
He's
series. And Heavy Arms, it lost a knife, but come on.
More
I don't
guns.
think it really
More
anything
guns.
compensated for that. Samurai would have been over that. And
Sometimes you have to lose your ranged attack proficiency to get a weapon with reach.
To get your gun back.
Apparently there are 0 D&D players in the room. I'm sorry. Next joke.
And then the Tall Geese, my god, that thing got a real revamp.
Hell
Instead
yeah.
of the puny little double gun it had, it got a beam cannon on par with Wing Zero's.
Tall
It
Geese
got a bigger shield with Epion's heat rod embedded to it.
Oh, yeah.
And it also came with the standard Gundam Vulcan cannons mounted on the head. Actually, the
Turning me
Tall
on.
Geese actually got the best shit out of all the Gundams.
It basically fused Epion and Tuggies together.
That's what they went.
That was pretty much the worst weapon to get killed by, even if you were like a Leo or like a low grade Zaku. Like if you got killed by the forehead machine gun, like you're just a bitch.
I'm sorry, yeah. Now that you mention, yeah, I'm sorry. Even though it was the first for us, the Leo is by far the most puniest machine I have ever seen.
I'm gonna make myself
I
today.
think Leos are made of taffy.
I guess
You
it's
toss a
like
Leo into another Leo, they explode. That's how weak they are.
They're just nuclear reactors wrapped in taffy. That's all.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Put that on a shirt.
That is actually an analysis. We need to make a shirt of that. Let's see. And then.
So what's next? This is the only Gundam ever, right?
Let's see. No. Oh, wait.
Now it's Gundam GT.
One of the best Gundam activation scenes.
Looks good to me.
Should have thrown. It's a
I'm gonna try killing the lights in the corner. Okay, while they glare.
Should be out.
There we go.
Much better.
Nice.
Yeah. Turn them all. It's like a master.
And we're gonna dance.
There's a power shit.
Rage stick time. Here it comes. Damn, that's a long one.
I want to get all my Gundam music in there.
I want that cockpit, not gonna lie.
We got Gundam Breaker, that's close enough.
Let me update my Facebook.
Set off Gundam.
Basically, beautiful. Basically, because there's airflow in space.
That's right.
Wait,
Wait.
this is the G particles.
Wait for it. Feathers in space. Everyone knows feathers can survive in space.
What is anything else? The Gundam
Yeah, and that covers the Gundam Wing section. So we move on to and that part. Favorite part of the movie.
That's all you need.
This is the best part of the movie.
Carrying out the will of my father.
Oh Lord.
I hate it.
Me too.
Fuck her. I hate her.
Do forgive me.
Yes.
You ate all the motherfucking homework.
Oh wait, it gets better.
It doesn't get old.
That's some dubstep now.
Oh my god, you can send something to it.
I'd never get tired of that.
Me neither.
You should have made it go faster. Next time,
I did.
Next time, make it go more faster.
Oh, even more faster. Oh, like a machine gun. Okay.
We're probably working that, you know, just throw the
And you
audio
do it
there.
upside down, and then you like make the pixels high. Come on, have you seen a YouTube move before?
Alright, and now we go old school.
Yeah.
So,
The second Gundam series.
yes, taking place in the future. It's pretty much the same premise as Gundam Wing. Earth is overpopulated, people are living in space colonies. However, colonies are all clustered together, and all the nations of the world unified into this one government called the Earth Federation, who reigns supreme over everybody. And then this one group of people says, you know what, screw you, we're going to do what we want. They declare independence, calling themselves the Principality of Zeon, and wage war by launching the newest war machine, the humanoid type weapon known as the mobile suit. And they give the Federation a hard time, and they decide, you know what, screw this, we're going to make our own, so we can fight back and stuff. And Amuro, our main protagonist here, he pretty much set the bar for everyone else. Unlike all of his successors, not only does he stumble upon the machine that is to save everybody, but he also stumbles upon, by convenience,
Doesn't he like land in the cockpit?
manual that tells him how to operate it.
It was in the dashboard, wasn't it?
Actually, no, there was an explosion and it fell right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not making that up, that's what actually happened.
You mean
Oh,
you
it was
didn't
under the
just-
visor.
Why didn't you just download the app?
There's the future of Gundam right there. You use a smartphone to operate a Gundam.
Gundam 1.exe runs.
That'd be terrible stuff.
So it was an awesome story, and we've already been over his would-be girlfriend who wasn't his girlfriend, and we got Char, the awesome guy, in the back.
Relationship.
And also, the ending of the series was really pretty cool. And here's why.
Just have it right
All I've lost is the main camera.
So then they launch out of their mobile suits and they have a duel to the death with actual swords and blah blah blah.
You said they didn't die.
Yeah, no, they did not die, which is nice.
Can you call it a duel to the death that no one died?
Oh, whoops.
Full control!
Moving on. Another thing to use was essentially introduce side stories.
Good stuff.
This is
Good
the most
filler.
realistic Gundam can pretty much get with this series.
How did the short series like these have better character arcs and development than the longer ones?
Because one, the animation was top notch, and because it's a much shorter story, you have to put in more effort into each episode.
That's true too. Did anyone else get really tired of Hero after a while?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
so sad. Way too angry. Relena. 2 episodes later, I'm so sad. Relena. End of the series, I'm so sad.
That's why I like
Relena.
Yeah, maybe dinner.
Shut up.
So, a side story taking place at the same time as the original Gundam. This takes place on Earth, where Ensign Shiromata is placed in charge of a ragtag mobile suit team and leading his group in the jungle. I'm trying to get the words out here. And fighting against a top secret project the Zeons are developing. And also at the same time, he meets a Zeon soldier who is a woman under the name Aina Saharin.
On a what?
Sahalin.
Broken long
He's always
name.
pronounced their L's as R's. I don't know what it means. So it kind of forms a love story between the two, interacting back and forth throughout the course of the war and the series.
Kind of? It kind of forms a love story? That was like the whole series was their love story. That was the entire allegory of the.
There are other Gundam series that have better love stories. I hate to say that to hate the best team.
See that's how they made this a successful war satire. Whereas most war satires are insufferable because the whole time like every other character is going, war is so bad. It's so terrible. I get it. War sucks. In this series, everyone is totally into the war. Everyone is like, no, my side is completely righteous. The only thing you have is this love story between the two people from opposite sides, and it makes their love story shit because they so work together really well, but they can't be together because they're from opposite sides. And so just because it sucks to be them, it makes the whole war stupid.
So what's that story?
So it's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it is instead of families, it's entire sides. But where Romeo and Juliet wasn't a war satire, this is a war satire because there's a war going on. Basically, what I'm saying is it's more subtle because they don't throw in your face war is bad. They just show you a scenario of how war just fucks up everything else that could possibly be good.
The only plus side is that they all have giant robots.
Yeah. Chicks dig giant robots.
Exactly.
An explosion.
And let's see. Now, there was also, I wouldn't really say it's a movie, but does anyone remember an episode back when it was originally being shown on Toonami? It was actually longer than the other episodes. It was like an hour long or something like that. Turns out what happened was, in episode 8, there was so much footage that, I guess, Cartoon Network thought it was too mature to show on Toonami at the time, so they edited it down, cutting all the good stuff out.
Dang.
To the point where I guess it became too short, so then they decided, oh, let's just get somebody else to do new footage, and it resulted in the episode being longer, thus resulting in this. It's, well, pretty much an extended version of this episode, where Shiro is being questioned by the Federation due to his love for Aina. So they're questioning if he's actually spying on the Federation, revealing secrets, and he's being interrogated the entire time.
They're like, are you a spy? And he's like, no, I just have a penis. I'm sorry. That's really all this is.
Yeah. So then everything goes.
Can we stop blowing up my girlfriend's army? It's kind of messing things up for me. Can we like a piece? That'd be great.
I'm gonna get late for July. Sure.
And then let's move to the next one. Oh wait, another awesome fight scene.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The golf?
Yeah. Lots of breathing.
So, I've met Miss Ina's petty lover. Life can be real funny sometimes. But I won't be stopped! Victory is mine!
Nope.
Wait.
I see how that's funny.
Damn it, no!
For the record, props to that guy for being a badass even in death.
Beyond the grave.
They're all gone.
He had one job, and he did that job.
Guessing he's that easy.
If only he had a mask, he could have lasted longer.
It's true.
He forgot his best.
Shiro needs the ball.
I got it.
He needs to get in the ball. Get in the ball, Shiro.
And let's move to the next one. 0080. This actually took a more unique approach in terms of the perspective. Instead of talking about a Gundam protagonist, it actually tells the story from a civilian's perspective. A young boy named Alfred Zeruha stumbles upon a group of Zeon commandos whose mission is to destroy a prototype Gundam being made in a neutral space colony. He gets caught in between and learns the horrors of what war actually is. So, yeah, we get it. War sucks.
Another war satire. This short series is also better than most of the long Gundam series.
Even though it was 6 episodes long, being one of the shortest Gundam series to date, it really told an excellent story, and the action was really, I would say, graphic for its time, considering this is like 1989 here. So.
Sounds about right.
And the Gundam fight scene was actually pretty cool. The Gundam, the Alex, it actually had additional armor. It would move as slow as an elephant, but it was pretty badass when the chain mine hit it. It blew up. It's like, oh wait, I'm fine. And just toss a Gatling gun and just blows the guy away.
DC usually has.
Well, let's move to a better one. 0083, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I heard you like nukes.
This is one of my personal favorites. I love this story so much.
You're right, this one is longer. We don't always see eye to eye on Gundam stuff.
No, we don't.
Most of our panels are just petty fights between us. Do you think this is bad? Wait till later.
This takes place 3 years after the One-Year War. It's peacetime, of course, but then that's broken when a Zeon Remnant ace pilot, Mono Delgado, steals a prototype Gundam armed with nuclear weapons. Then our main character, Koburaki, pursues Ono Delgado in another prototype Gundam in order to stop Zeon Remnants from launching this massive operation called Operation Stardust, which is to overthrow the Federation and yada yada, and almost resulting in a space colony killing thousands of people. It's a really good love story. I would consider it, from my perspective, a better love story than most other Gundam series, and it's very strong, especially between the relationship between these three characters, Ida, Ko, and Ono Delgado.
Think he's in love with her?
Hmm?
Think they're both in love with her?
Is it mutual?
Yeah, pretty much it's a love triangle, really.
Fun.
So he likes her,
Yeah.
and
You
then
wanna
she
add-
likes him, and then two guys come.
Anthony, you want to add anything?
Anything? Oh, I haven't seen much of Gundam 0083.
I
So
definitely-
it could be better than Gundam 0080. I would have to actually.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah, because, again, it's longer and the story...
See, those 6 episodes were, how do I say this without exaggerating, perfect. So that's a high bar to live up to. I'll probably look into it. Chris, how much time do we have? Is what JJ was trying to subtly communicate to you?
No, I mean on the
It's about
camcorder.
2 o'clock now, so
Okay.
you guys
No,
go
I
there.
mean on the camcorder.
Yeah. So next slide.
Yeah. Next. Zeta Gundam. Taking place 7 years after the One-Year War, the true first sequel in Japan. But for us, unfortunately, this never saw the light of day on television, unless if anyone wants to correct me on that. No one? Okay.
Nope.
So it never saw the
YouTube
light of
on
day on
now.
television.
You're wrong. They just don't want to.
Right, I am commented. It was released, dubbed on DVD as released. How many people have seen Zeta Gundam? We have
Got a couple.
This is actually a really excellent space
That's my
opera.
halfway.
Does it sing?
No, not kind of opera.
I said opera. You mean space epic?
This is like during the days of Robotech, kind of space
Funny if they
opera.
did.
Robotech?
Yes.
Is it
Yes, the whole giant robot craze of the 80s. The Federation has formed its own police unit called the Titans in order to hunt down Zeon remnants. Unfortunately, the Titans go a little overboard and decide to take extreme measures, and the Federation's like, hey, you're kind of going a little too far with this. We don't like what you're doing. The Titans are like, screw you! And a civil war between the Federation government ensues.
Did that guy just have cataract surgery?
Oh, yeah, no, that's not sharp.
Denied
Really,
the
that's not true,
antique.
Regina.
Those
Just because he
sunglasses
wears
on.
red, has a red mobile suit. I mean, come on, he's wearing sunglasses. That's not true.
So not Char. He's.
Yeah,
And not Marlboro.
and we encounter
really really bright
well, this
outside.
guy right here,
In space.
who's busy at the moment. According to this picture, Camille Bidon. His name doesn't sound like a girl at all.
I mean, he's got his priorities straight.
Two guys making out.
Yeah, he definitely has his priorities straight. Despite his girlfriend's die. He operates what Zeta Gundam began the trend of Gundam Transformers.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.